Welcome, my lovely couch potatoes. I'm just Fry, and today, well, we're playing a game called The Forest. Now, I know I'm pretty damn late to this game, but I've always really wanted to play this. So, and everyone and their fifth cousin has played this goddamn game. But today we're gonna put it on normal due to the fact, well, I suck at every game I play, so I just don't want to instantly die. It's so nice and relaxing. Other than this doorknob over here. Our vacation was supposed to be me and the wife, but she had to do work and insisted I bring our dick-nosed son Timmy. Well, we got him this book for his birthday, but this idiot doesn't even know how to read.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now crossing a zone of turbulence. Please return to your seats and keep your seatbelts fastened.
Wait, are we crashing? Thank God I've had enough of this goddamn kid.
Flight attendants and cabin crew, please.
What? Wait, he has my watch. What the hell happened? Well, before we crashed, I decided to take an edible and I had the munchies. And when I woke up, there were some mushy snacks and drinks around. But I could care less as long as it went into my mouth. I found a small hatchet and saw one of the stewardess on the ground dead, so I decided to test it out on her. But apparently her neck was made out of steel. Perhaps she was a cyborg. So I did what the Terminator did, and well, I stole her clothes. In my opinion, I think I'll look a lot better than some robot in this outfit. As I left, there were some passengers' luggage on the ground, and I was still cooked out of my mind and couldn't open any of them. So I started smacking them. Call me a genie because they all just opened when I did. They had useful things inside, such as cloth, meds, and my favorite, booze. I did find a ball. So the urge kicked in and I chucked it. Well, not very far. I'm a terrible throw. I left the crash site after ransacking the place. Those people didn't even need that stuff anyways. Well, they're dead. So, I had no idea where to go or what to do. I just knew I had to find Timmy the Tool and set up camp. So I walked up until I found a cliffside and just followed to give me a sense of direction at least. I walked and walked and walked until I saw it. A boat! It was my way out. On my way up to it, I saw some turtles. The only place I saw them were at the zoo or at a pet store, and never this big, or up close. But as I was walking, I saw something very unusual. There were several beach sharks, and normally, I don't think sharks like land very much, so I was worried about that. It didn't stop my urge of smacking things as I found more suitcases on the shoreline. I decided to try to harvest the land shark to obtain sustenance so I can live, but my perfect swinging skills ended up chopping his head off. I did manage to get a seagull. I started walking back to the boat, and I saw the turtles on the beach. Maybe they were gonna bury some of their eggs. Who knows? All I know is I didn't want to kill them. No problem chopping a shark's head off, but I couldn't live with myself killing a turtle. Finally, brought up the courage to swim to the boat. I was worried somebody was inside of it, but maybe they can help me. It's worth the risk. I boarded the boat to find no one, but I did find this magazine. And now, well, I know how to build my own boat. Because it looks like this one's busted, so I'll have to make one. I went deeper inside the boat and found a keypad, pictures, a missing kid on a carton, and some fat moolah. I went back up and heard thunder. It was raining, which meant I needed to find some proper shelter. The boat would not do. There is no door. Well, I couldn't do that right now, but I do have some tunes. I decided to jam my life away as I was no longer a dad on vacation with his son, but a 1970s action hero living his dream. As I was nearing the shoreline again, I snapped back into reality and realized I will always be just a dad. But I'll be a dad on a dream. While walking the shore, I discovered a grave with a cross on it. There are many pictures of the boat I was just on. Whoever was on that boat originally, they were not liked by the locals. Oh, but I did find another cassette tape.
I don't know where we go. I feel like it's changed, love. I'm losing my mind, feeling that kind of love. I feel like a deep hole. You give me something that I can't give you here. Tell me what you're thinking. I need to know you're feeling. If you crush on me, you need to know my story. But don't get too close to me, cause I need my fantasy. Here I am, falling down, crashing down, and I feel like I don't need you. Here I am, falling down, deep inside, and I feel like I don't need you.
But on the plus side, I did find a tiny camp, which had a cooking pot. I stole it, of course. I see the spot I wanted to set up camp, on a hill under a single big tree. I made my way up to the spot I saw to see if it was safe. I was greeted with these things. They looked like sacrificial or religious. Whatever they are, they had body parts on them. So I broke most of them and ransacked the resources. And by the looks of it, the area was safe, so I put down our blueprint for where I'm going to build a temporary sleeping solution. It was getting dark and cold, so I ventured off into the forest to find wood. Was greeted with this woman. She looked twisted and was bloody. She started attacking me, so I fought back. Of course, it was self-defense. I ended up killing her, though. Way too cold for this, so I started building a fire for warmth. I lit the fire and started warming my buns. I was also hitting a tree to get the blood pumping. But I think the tree falling over might have brought attention to me, because I heard more noises. And of course, there was another one. I stood my ground. And I killed him. I even cut pieces off of him to show dominance. I then proceeded to throw his head into the fire. Why? Well, why not? I felt I did good today, so I brought a single log home. No more, no less. I added a little more to my bed and placed a fire pit here since it is my new home. I went back into the woods for more supplies and saw another one of those things. So I hit it, get the drop on them. Well, let me tell you, worst mistake ever, because there were a lot of them. And they swarmed me. In the end, I fell to the ground, tired, helpless. They started dragging me back to what looked like their camp. wake up finding myself in a cave hung up like a chandelier from the ceiling. I still had my lighter and found my axe. Somehow, I managed to cut myself loose. It wasn't just me down there. There were other bodies too. I thought they were alive, but ended up doing more wrong than right by cutting them. I found the rope exit and I saw candles going deeper and deeper. So, of course, well, I went deeper and found this blank map with a pin on it. No clue what it means. But I did find a compass and an ominous note. Went a little deeper and saw a rope down into the dark abyss. I only had a lighter and was not about to go down there. So I decided to go back to the rope and, well, I left. Climbed out of the cave. It was still pouring and I ended up in the camp they brought me to. There was nobody around other than me and hanging bodies. I found more suitcases though. But I also found food crates. They also had drinks and other resources. I looted everything and started leaving. I found one of those shrine things as well, another one. I knew which way to go because of that obvious hammer I see on my screen, of course. I saw more of those crazy people. I don't know if they saw me, but I decided not to mess with them just in case. The rain in the background hid the sound of my footprints, and the wind to my back sped me up. There it was, that sweet, sweet sight of the boat, and now a headless shark's. I decided to cut another head off and bring it back to my camp. Finally, back at safety, I finished my shelter and added some resources to our fire pit. And found a new outfit, but I think I prefer my original hot one. I found this rock formation in the ground. It says it needs dynamite or explosives for it. Hopefully, eventually we can blow it up. And near the edge of our cliff, I decided to place a SOS sign. Maybe get the attention of pilots or a rescue chopper. Hopefully get saved. Somehow, those shrines, well, that we saw earlier back, maybe someone is placing them and running away. Without the little headache Timmy, I was actually getting lonely. So I built a mount for our shark friend Gerald. I did have Jessica, but she ran off, I guess. Maybe she wasn't just a land shark, like Gerald is. Thank God, I thought I was gonna start going insane without company. I found out that the island is infested with ghosts. since I saw a shrine pop out of nowhere. We're dealing with a lot more than we bargained for. Well, I guess I didn't ask for it. After a long 2 days, I decided to get some actual rest. Except when I woke up to our goddamn shelter being destroyed. Guess it's my fault, it was temporary. Well, everybody, we had a stressful start to our new lives. Hopefully we can get Timmy back in one piece, or, well, at least all in a bag. Maybe we can make some friends with the locals, even though we've had our hard times already. But that's going to be it just for episode 1. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you're staying with us, consider subscribing. It is free after all. Well, stay safe and have a good rest of your day.